Marshon Lattimore, who was a cut candidate this year because of how uncertain he was and shaky he was in coverage down the stretch. Oh, it's his hamstring. No, show up at practice. Show up at practice. The Laramie Tunsil thing, he's not there either. That's where I have a problem. You can be on U Street doing the Cotton Eye Joe, messing the club up, buying sections, doing the whole nine, but you can't show up to voluntary OTAs? No one's asking you to be a leader. Just be there. Show that you care. Show that you're not above it.
Woo! Some spicy words from Lionel Willingham, a person that covers the Washington Commanders. He's a little furious that Marshon Lattimore and Laramie Tunsil were not at OTAs. Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
niggas stop saying my name, you dick rhyme, baby. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's low beginner. She's confident.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We on the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about this Washington Commanders reporter that is a little bit upset at the absences of 2 star players. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. For to make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, turn on post notifications so you can notify and upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you help me reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So Washington, as we know, kicked off OTAs just yesterday, and a big thing with OTAs is seeing who is there. Although it is voluntary, you would love to have 100% attendance rate, but as we know, oftentimes around the league, a lot of veteran players don't show up to voluntary OTAs. So Lionel Willingham, a person that covers the Washington Commanders, he was at practice the other day, and he was a little bit upset that Marshon Lattimore and Laramie Tunsil weren't at practice.
No, it's voluntary, but some guys should be showing up. Terry McLaurin, a no-show because of the contract dispute with him and the team, understandable. Marshon Lattimore, who was a cut candidate this year because of how uncertain he was and shaky he was in coverage down the stretch. Oh, it's his hamstring. No, show up at practice. Show up at practice. The Laramie Tunsil thing, he's not there either. That's where I have a problem. You can be on U Street doing the Cotton Eye Joe, messing the club up, buying sections, doing the whole nine, but you can't show up to voluntary OTAs? No one's asking you to be a leader. Just be there. Show that you care. Show that you're not above it.
And after hearing the video, I wanted to know you guys' opinion on it, because my first opinion was like, okay, I see where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? With Laramie Tunsil being new here to Washington, and you would like to see him here just to get acclimated. And Marshon Lattimore didn't have the best year last season, so you would love to see him at voluntary OTAs. And Terry McLaurin is looking for a new contract, so him not being there is understandable. I can get where he's coming from. However, my personal opinion on it is I never stress too much about OTAs that are voluntary until you have a negative rap sheet with me, or like a negative rapport in a sense. Remember when Chase Young and Montez Sweat wouldn't show up to these kind of practices, and they took them as, signs that these guys weren't serious. And for me, I don't think I really started to feel that way until maybe the second year that Chase Young and Montez Sweat both didn't show up. Because after you show me that you're struggling on multiple occasions, and then you're not there involved when anything is going on with the squad, that kind of lets me know the kind of player that you are, or who you think you are as a player. Now, with Marshon Lattimore and Laramie Tunsil, we're talking about 2 excellent guys in their position groups, specific positions. Marshon Lattimore, I know he had a rough time last year. Whether you want to blame it on injury, just blame it on poor pay, whatever you want to say. He had it rough last year. He did not turn his best football in. But if he was to put out that same showing again this season, then I'll be a little bit upset. But now I'm kind of chilling because it's not mandatory, right? Now, if we get to mandatory mini camps and mandatory practices, and then we still see absences from guys like Laremy Tunsil, guys like Marshon Lattimore, then it would be a little bit more concerning. But right now, I think it's just that time of year where it's not much to talk about. So they want to talk about who should have been there, who shouldn't have been there. And when it comes to Laremy Tunsil and Marshon Lattimore, these guys are essentially on one-year deals. So regardless of how this season play out, there's a chance that neither one of them are here next year. So it ain't like we just signed this guy to a potential Terry McLaurin extension in terms of like 3 years, 4-year contract, and then they feel too big-headed to come or whatever may have you. Bro, it's not that serious. For all we know, these guys could not be Burgundy and Gold members next year. Now, in the moment, again, would you like to see those guys there? Of course. But what true differences does it make with those guys not being here in May and then when September rolls around? Now, I am a firm believer in Marshon Lattimore's ability to bounce back this year. I truly think so. And I know he's somewhere working out. And who's to say? This is just OTAs. I'm more than certain he's been to the building a couple times. Same with Laremy Tunsil. I'm sure he's met with Josh Connolly Jr. or anybody on an occasion before. Just not at OTAs. And again, this is something that he isn't new. He did this in Houston. And another thing that you have to look at as well, though, I'm not saying he is, but Laremy Tunsil did make it abundantly clear that he wanted a contract extension when he first came to Washington in his open presser where he did it over Zoom. He made it clear, yes, he would like a contract extension. And when it comes to guys like him, Marshon, Deebo Samuel, would I love to extend those guys? For sure. But I'm not in no rush to do it, especially if they're not performing up to what we expect. But all in all, it's always great to see these guys on the field. But the ones that weren't on the field, not today, it's no big deal for me. I truly don't expect me to feel some type of way negatively until it becomes mandatory. Until we get to summertime and we still dealing with this, then I'll start to raise the eyebrow at these two guys. But something just tells me, man, they're veterans. They've been around the block too many times. And that they don't feel like they need to be there. And if you feel like that's them being above the rest of the team, I can't say you're wrong for it. But I do know certain guys are still putting in work, whether they are at the bubble in Ashburn or if they're at home, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever they got to do. I'm more than certain Laremy Tunsil will be there when mandatory minis start or mandatory anything starts. Same with Marshon Lattimore. Terry McLaurin may not be there. But again, we know Terry McLaurin's reasoning. He's in the process of negotiating a new contract, and with him, we're going to negotiate a new contract. The biggest thing that agents tell their clients is to stay away from the field, be healthy, so when you get paid, you'll be good. They can't say, oh, he got hurt working out, so we can't pay him. And again, Terry McLaurin, this is no first rodeo with him in doing this. We know a couple years ago when he first got his first contract extension, we know he took some time away. Same here. He's doing the same thing. Taking time away, working on his own, working to better on his own. I have no doubts in my mind about Terry McLaurin. Same here where it's like, yeah, you would love them there, but I'm not going to sit up here and question them for missing one day at OTAs until we get to mandatory anything, and then they're not there. Then we have a potential problem, man. At that point, then we have a problem. You feel me? But right now, I don't really see no issue with those two guys missing day one of OTA minicamp. But let me know what you guys think about it down below in the comment section. Lionel Willingham, reporter for the Washington Commanders, is furious, is hot, is upset that both Laremy Tunsil and Marshon Lattimore were not present at Washington Commanders OTA. Leave your thoughts and comments. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. As always, me and boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if we reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave a bomb, ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a lawn.